All right, everyone. So let's talk about Dorky and what's going on with the price action because just a couple days ago, it had a massive pump. And during these sorts of market conditions, that is not easy at all, especially when it comes to meme coins. But Dorky did pump, so I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about where I see this project going in the future. Let's get right into the video here. So first of all, if we take a look here, what we notice is a lot of these meme coins have been devastated and they continue to be devastated. We're seeing prices that I'm sure a lot of investors probably thought they were never going to see again or anytime soon, right? It's just been complete devastation. But I've told you guys this many times how the way you make the most amount of money in crypto is you're just going to have patience and you're going to have to deal with the bad times in the space. We can't only go up forever. It's just not how things work, right? Anyways, I want you guys to take this in. Pepe, which is part of the biggest narrative in the meme coin space this cycle, went from $11 billion market cap all the way down to about a $2.4 billion market cap at its lowest point, right, at the beginning of March. And since then, it hasn't even doubled in its value. I want you guys to remember that. It's going to come of importance a little bit later on when I talk about Dorky. Now, Dorky has some pretty good news. It came out with some pretty big news just a few days ago, and this is why the price actually reflected, which you're going to see. But here on their Twitter account, what you see is they are still very active, and that's what we like to see with these meme coins, especially during these time periods where everything just looks really, really nasty in the space. We like seeing that these meme coins are still active here on X. Right now, if you check this out, March 22nd, what you see is the top trending coins on CoinMoon. Dorky was one of them, right? And one of the reasons for that is the news right here. So introducing DorkyBot, the ultimate trading bot is coming. Get ready, the DorkyBot launch is just around the corner. Trade smarter, snipe faster, and earn like never before. Soon, DorkyBot will introduce revenue sharing, allowing Dorky holders to receive a monthly share of the profits. Stay tuned for more updates. This is just the beginning. So this was the news that was dropped on March 22nd. And we all know that news drives prices. Now, if we go over to the charts here, and you can still see the circles that I have drawn in since the last time I made a Dorky video. I showed how it looks like this is potentially the bottom area around 845,000 market cap, and it pretty much bounced right there actually. Now, March 22nd, what you notice is this massive green candle. If I zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see this a little bit better, right? So March 22nd, Dorky had bottomed out, massive green candle. It went from 800 and what was the bottom here? Like actually higher than that, like 872,000 market cap, all the way up to 3.15 million. That is a massive move towards the upside. And that's because that news was dropped. So what that tells us is that people are still paying very close attention to Dorky, because if they weren't, that news would have dropped and the price would have went completely nowhere. But the price completely skyrocketed, which means people are still paying attention to Dorky. People still believe that the narrative around the Boys Club meme coins is still there. It's just a matter of when is the market conditions going to get better. Because once the market conditions get better, then we can start to expect the narrative to pick back up. And I do think that Dorky is one of those projects that is positioned to really make people some pretty good returns on their investment. Now, you guys need to remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. At the end of the day, I'm just bringing the information, so make sure you guys do your own research here. Now, if we go back over to next screener here, we can see that Dorky is sitting at a market cap of $2.3 million. So that is clearly much cheaper than Pepe. Because Pepe is sitting at such a higher market cap, that's why the price after bottoming out barely even budged. If you want to make the most amount of money with these meme coins, you're going to have to get into meme coins that's got a much smaller market cap. And Dorky is sitting at a 2.3 million. Once more news gets dropped, I can just imagine where the price of this one is going to go. I personally think it's going to skyrocket, to be perfectly honest. It's just right now we're just in bad times. But the project, the team is continuing to build, and because the team continues to build, we can expect better price action moving on in the future here. So that's what's really great about Dorky. They don't just stop building. They don't just create the product and be like, okay, well, this is enough. We've done our job. Let's just let the community do its thing, and whatever happens with this project. No, they continue to build, and this is what we want to see when it comes to investing in meme coins. We want a team that continues to build. But that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Are you invested in Dorky? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And until next time, take care.